Ooh, I'm nervous. Okay, hold up. Mic test. Mic test.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, I'm nervous. Mic test. Mic test. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I'm hearing myself on on Twitch on my phone. Sorry, I have to make sure my test is all good. Okay.
Mm-hmm. No. Quick, say, quick, diddler, to do your thing. Gum band.
It's that time of night tonight. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hold Fast Draft League. I'm one of your hosts today, Red, alongside here with Medkit and the number one, Big D. Right now, we have a wonderful match today against the one and only Midland Farmers versus Golden Phantoms. We have a great matchup today as the second week continues for this league. In number 2 spot, we have the Midland Farmers, bringing over 644 total kills this season against the number 5 spot, Golden Phantoms, with only 312 kills so far. Medkits, D, do you have anything to say so far?
No, I think it's going to be a good game. Excited for it.
I think we're going to watch a pretty good tight game.
It's going to be a good game, as right now our stats crunching staff team have made sure to get all the facts in for you fine viewerships back at home. We have a 68% chance today that the Midland Farmers will secure it, with only a 32% chance that the Golden Phantoms may come back as the underdog and sweep them through the legs. Top fraggers for the Midland Farmer is Wi-Fi Bills with over 43 kills, while on the Golden Phantoms only Skull with 51.
Dominating.
Medkits, D, got anything for the viewers at home?
Yeah. Personally, I think the win percentages is a bit skewed. They've each only played one game. So I don't think that's really, you can't really say off of one game 100% who's going to win. I think both these teams have a very good shot of winning here. It could honestly really go either way, depending on how what happens where.
Killing spree.
D, you got
I think there's a few players to look out for. See if they can make their mark. See if it's not an off night. If it is, then we'll find out pretty quick, and we'll probably see some upsets that we weren't expecting.
All right, now let's take a look right now at our...
Oh, that's brutal, that is.
Should we take a look at the leaderboard right now so far for the draft league, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's see it.
All right, let's pull it up. I believe this is the correct one. Let's take a look at the HDL league standings. At first, we got D8, 9, 10 with 53 kills and 19 deaths, pulling in around a 2.79 KD with a 1.89 kills per round. Falling just behind is your one and only Phantom Skull with 51 kills and 17 deaths. He is dominating the league with a 3.0 KD, as well as the highest kill per round this season so far with a 2.22. Falling right just behind for the Midland Farmers, Wi-Fi Bills with 43 kills and 19 deaths.
Killing spree.
He's doing a wonderful job.
Killing spree.
So I will say here that D8 has had 2 games. The Task Force 1 for 1 has had 2 games so far, so it does make sense that he's in first. Skull being first with 51, being just behind him just a little bit, is kind of surprising. Let's see if I'm actually very excited to see if you can copy that, replicate that success. The same with Wi-Fi Bills. He will also be playing the game, only 1 game so far, and they're against each other. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I do agree.
I think honestly one of them is definitely gonna keep up second, and I'm guessing probably the other one down to third. Really depends on who. I guess that's kind of guaranteed.
With last night's game, the standings will definitely change because if I'm correct, Chrome dropped a 49 kill game last night, just shy of 50. So that's going to be intriguing for next week's lineup. I do want to point out, though, that the whole impact or the whole killing does fall off with Wi-Fi Bills. You know? Wi-Fi Bills 43 kills with a great KD of 2, but he's also been supporting his teammates, I know, much more than what I've seen from other people. That's just what I have seen. You guys have anything on that?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not. The impact is not all about kills. I mean, certainly kills sways it quite a bit. But as we see, Doja and Wi-Fi Bills up towards the top there, higher than people like Cloud and Chrome and Egwall, Reddish. Yeah, I think, you know, we can definitely see how people's impact mod, you know, getting the first pick, be able to get an up down, or even, you know, getting that trade. Probably more important than you know, just getting a straight stab pick.
D, you got anything on this as well?
I'm just looking forward. You know, I think Wi-Fi Bills and Skull are going to have their own areas. They're both going to excel this match. I'm more looking at Ryan, seeing if he can keep up. He's off to a very strong start. You know, he's up there. He's at about number 12 on the leaderboard, and I think that this is his night where he's going to find his place, and he's just going to have the most impact, help his team along to that win.
That's brutal, that is.
Yeah, someone I'm surprised to not see up there is someone people quite like to hype up about Soft. He's going to be playing today. We'll see if he can crawl his way back up there. He seems maybe, I wouldn't say struggle, because he definitely had a good impact. But I don't think exactly the impact he wanted.
A lot of people that you'd expect that should be up in the top 20 are not. But we gotta keep in mind, it's only week 2. But, you know, once it hits week 3, that's when everything starts to level out. The planning and everything. If they can't get anything there, it does not look good for them for the rest of the season.
Most of the people here have only played one game, so I think, yeah, this could change quite a lot.
Yeah, 26 people on each team that are going to be playing round 1. Big turnout tonight.
Once the groups start getting beyond, like, I'd say like 16 or 17, the line starts getting kind of messy. We'll see if each one of these teams can actually get the lineup properly, and they could, and if they can, that could be an advantage, because a lot of times, especially in the cons and in the mid, it's difficult to line up with your guy, and then that leaves people in 2v1s or God forbid 3v1s, and then areas gets quite a lot overrun quite quickly.
I will say that for most HDL teams, the reason why there is a lot more kills this season is because it's more of a mid-focused. See, you put 1 or 2 really good guys in the middle, and all they need to do is take 3 guys down with them, and the mid opens up, and then they win the round. It's all about the mid at this point. It used to be about the sides, but in my opinion, I believe it's about the mid.
I think we're going to see a pretty good, pretty fair amount of roll-ups. We're going to see at least one mid collapse, I think, round 1. It's going to take them a second, but once they actually get into it, I think we'll see one of the mids just kind of show what their game plan, whether they're going to play aggressive or they're going to play passive, and I think that's really going to show us the foreshadowing of what's to come.
So our team, the Task Force 141, we played against them in our first match. We did lose, but I did notice playing quite a lot that we took a lot of rounds because in a few areas their line wasn't as working together as well as they probably should. Maybe regroup calls weren't as good as they probably could be. I feel like if they can clean those up, they get those they really get those buckled down, I think they got a really good shot to win here. But the Golden Phantoms, the same. There's a lot of strong players here. You know, just Soft Polish. This is gonna be his first game. He'll be here. If those guys really start turning it on, then they may give the farmers a run for their money.
If it's fine by you all, I'm gonna bring up that matchup graphic, because it really does show. Midland Farmers did have a pretty good match though for their first round, bringing 600 kills versus the Golden Phantoms of 300. I mean, you could say positives and negatives for both teams. You could say for positive with the Golden Phantoms, you know, they don't need, you know, a lot of kills as long as they make a big difference. But then Midland Farmers, it just seems they're like massacring everybody in their path.
Killing spree. Dominating. Killing spree.
Very true.
I guess it is somewhat swayed by, again, the really big games. I think a lot of these have been over 20v20, maybe even up to almost 30v30s, and getting a ton of kills as the winning team, not super unexpected. We'll see if that holds up again. I think, again, since it's only one game under both their belts, these I don't think these stats are very reliable. I think this will be a very, very close game. It could be either one.
Now the main question is do you guys believe that Skull is going to do better than he did last time, or Wi-Fi, or vice versa with Wi-Fi's? Because I believe that Wi-Fi Bills is going to pop off today. Skulls, I do believe he's going to do good, but maybe not enough to what he likes. That's just my opinion.
Depends, I guess, where they'll play. I'm guessing, given the number of kills he got, Skull was probably in mid. Mid on the Midland Farmers is, I think, pretty decent. So I don't think he'll be running away with 100 kills on his record by the end of today. Maybe I'm wrong. And Wi-Fi Bills, in turn, I don't know, there's quite a few people. Knowing where Wi-Fi tends to play, there's quite a few people who are pretty good at this game who he's probably fighting against. I don't want to say that I don't imagine he'll probably get, again, a ton of kills, but who knows, he might surprise me.
Yeah, I agree. Would you guys say any suggestions for the Midland Farmers and Golden Phantoms to possibly be beneficial in their, in today's game for them winning?
I wouldn't dare to tell these captains what to do. They have been doing this much longer than me. They know the matchup. They know the whole fast melee way better than me. I would not dare to tell them what to do.
Big D.
Stoneleys are cool. You got people, maybe they're not off to a great start. They lose confidence. Maybe they start playing aggressively, just disregarding their teammates. And I say, if teams can keep that in check, then it should all be good. Everybody should end up right where they want to be.
That's right. Give up's not playing today. I don't think we'll be able to worry about that.
Their morale will be good. It looks like we are just close to going live today. Let me put up the scoreboard. Right now. We'll do it right when the game starts. Right now, the home team, if I am correct today, is
killing spree. Dominate.
Phantoms. So this is going to be on Phantoms' home map. Alright.
I would normally say that doesn't really matter, but I did notice that on the Midland Farmers map, they had like a point in the map where the ground was raised for whatever reason. But I'm not really sure that the home, who knows? Maybe it will matter. Maybe them seeing their home field advantage will give them the effort to do better.
I can go ahead and say hi, Mom. She's all the way
Hi,
in the stands in the background.
She's
What
in the
beautiful
lighthouse.
Field.
It's a lot of ocean.
all right.
At the raised ground, I do not see any raised ground. Maybe in the middle on the.
I was talking about the Midland Farmers map. They're like, because their arena is like a baseball diamond, and so the pitcher's mound is actually a bit of raised ground for whatever reason.
Let's quickly go over the probable lineups here for today. Let's go for the Midland Farmers. Wi-Fi Bills, Ryan, Power, Crossroad, Broma, Ghost, Drum, Va, Aaron, Gondol, PRC, Crazy, Highlander, Utter, and Striker. Those are just some of the slightly confirmed cases this morning. I checked with the managers. We're also going to see additional players as well for the Farmers. Going on over to the Golden Phantoms. Let's take a look at what they have going. They have Skull, Woot, Oh the Milkman, Zoft, Berry, Iodine, Funky Pharaoh, Anarch, Boozle, Commando, Spookin, Tech, Sardemon, Guest, RRCI. Now, if some of them aren't here, well, the managers lied to me, so you can't blame me. We have other people as well as Sock and Sam in today's fights.
Another person that I noticed probably didn't pop off quite as much as you want. Highlander. He's quite good. He's been in this scene for a long time. I think he had a positive impact last time, but I'm sure he probably would like to do better. And so let's see. I think he usually likes to play mid or like flank. That's usually where he is. Let's see. But he's got some competition there. Sock, Zoft, probably Sam. Sam, I know, knows definitely how to push Highlander's buttons. So we'll see what happens.
We got for the Khan on the Farmers, Driver James, PRC, Highlander, Gondol, Paul, Podosta, aka Wi-Fi, and Momo. And on the other side, we have Power, Frankie McNutslap, Quarantine, Ryan, and Primetime. For the other side, we are starting already. We might as well keep going. All right, beautiful shot here.
Early pick
KM right. Against Mansoor. It looks like the mid is breaking off.
Mid is broken and found Phantoms.
Phantoms.
Backstab calls. Let's see. All right, looks like they did get a backstab call. They didn't get any backstabs on the left.
Looks like the Farmers are going to be sandwiching Woot and the other Phantoms. See if they can hold off, maybe try to recover, but it seems like the Farmers finish up their fight on the right side, ending with 2. Ending the first match, Midland Farmers winning that one.
Yeah, Midland Farmers, as I said, Midland Farmers mid did seem quite strong, and like you said, that's probably the meta nowadays. That's probably what they'll try to win. But again, that's just the first round. Let's see what happens. I'm guessing they'll probably shift things around.
Let's take a look at the Golden Phantoms. Excuse me. Real quick, Sam, Sage, the Milkman, Mox, Finn, Mox, and Warden. And on the other side, we have Toaster Coaster, Sock, Zoft, Barry, and Wolfhearts for their flank. Excuse me. Keep messing up a little bit.
We did see an early pick in the Con midish area last time. We'll see if they try it again this time. Okay. See if they really try to push it.
Let's see here. Both teams getting ready. They're trying to feel each other out. You know, these first couple of rounds are one of the most important. It's not just for winning, but to know where the other team's players are. We have Sam and Momo coming up on the sides. Let's see.
All right, they're stretching.
Early picks on the far right of the corner. Sam with a hit going against Wi-Fi now. Trying to make the trade-off. Wi-Fi, falling down.
Farmers did win in the mid again. Well, maybe not. They're making a comeback in mid. They're winning on left.
Split half and half.
Yeah, it seems like the Phantoms got it under control on the right side.
Farmers going for a regroup. They got to kill these two quick.
It's too late.
Nope,
They've
didn't get them.
They're out.
Oh, they got a pick.
Oh, what a jab around them.
Oh, nice. A couple team kills.
Farmers.
You know what?
They may have lost, but they took down a lot. Sorry.
For being down like 8, that wasn't bad.
For being down a lot, I don't see an issue in that because, you know, they took more down with them, you know, more kills. Good for the stats, I would say. So, like,
the Farmers did win in the mid, but then it looks like the Cons were able to clutch it up. They were able to stop the bleeding there, and I don't think they got any backstabs, but it just looked like they got the up-downs, they won the fights, and then, well, they also won pretty decisively on the Midland Farmers' right side. And then were able to, that was a good regroup. They didn't, the people in the mid and didn't dive in against the people on the left. They regrouped the people on the right and went in together.
We're going to do an aerial view here. See what's going down.
I will note that, I'll wait for next one.
We're seeing the mid in two different areas. One's putting pressure on while the other one's backing up. And then the same thing vice versa for the mid.
Early pick on right.
Early pick on right. It seems like they're closing the gap over here, shortening it.
Mid is seeming to go to Farmland.
Yeah, Farmers seem to
way,
keep
yep.
winning in mid, although the Phantoms seem to have won again on the right.
Killing spree.
All right, there's a regroup. They're trying to get. They're struggling with the downs, but they're getting it. All right, here we go. Nice.
Oh.
Down by 8.
All right.
Farmers regrouping up. They don't want to make any faulty mistakes like other teams have. This is a very smart move here.
There's some players there. Wolfhearts, Woot. There's some killables. Oh, then they're gonna dive in and get exploded.
Only one person out of that got it. I think I've seen it was Woot.
Yeah, Woot got a kill on Farmer James. So as I was saying before the start, I'll try to get it quick. That since unfortunately in the HDL only allows PC players for now, as they seem to like you doing these custom maps. That kind of excludes the console players, which is unfortunate. Although these leagues already quite big, but I would like to see at some point, maybe next season, that they decide maybe they are everyone's cool custom field is not as important. Let's try to get some of them console people in here. I know a few who would appreciate that.
Yep.
But they are going down to 25.
Early start here by KM, getting a little antsy before the timer, before the what did you say it? Before the lights out go.
Farmers are looking to drop somebody. They're dropping they're dropping Wi-Fi. No shot. They're dropping Wi-Fi bills.
That one is a troll.
He
must be, right?
Drop utter. Seems like we're trying to figure it
Paul
out. I'm a little confused.
Is Paul 25v25. Someone did leave.
Someone did. Did Wi-Fi leave? That's Paul.
No,
Wi-Fi is
still.
Paul DePosta Wi-Fi? I guess it does say Wi-Fi in his name.
Paul,
okay,
yes,
then I'm not sure who it was.
All right, back up again. Farmers are playing more aggressive
team kill
on the
right.
Side.
Ooh. They team killed Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi
That's not good.
going down.
Boozle was Sam dove in the right, but he died. Looks like they are rolling up the right. They split up for interesting. Okay, they're regrouping to the right.
The right ended up winning.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're looking at opposite sides. But
oh,
yes.
sorry.
No, I should obviously specify which side I'm looking at.
And it seems. Ooh. Now, from what I have seen, Midland Farmers winning that for the third round. For the fourth round, excuse me. From what I've seen, is that
no, you're right. It's the third round.
The Midland Farmers. This is their. What is it? This is their second time pushing farther on the right side, while slightly curving and falling back on the left side. I think they got that rhythm right now. They realized that the Golden Phantoms on the Golden Phantoms left side is slightly weaker, even though they got Zoft, Barry, and Wolfhearts. It seems like they found a counter to it. We'll take a look at it this round. If I'm correct.
Something to keep your eye on is you saw Skull starting off hot. He's not so hot right now.
Yes, Korn is not very happy with his kill-death ratio right now. More skulls to skull throw him, buddy. Come on.
This is the fifth.
On the contrary, Gondol and Power really just kind of eating it. Like, holy, 10-2 and 10-1. Dang, dude.
Right now, teams are unbalanced, 26-25. Seems like there is another drop.
Okay. All right, they did drop someone. They dropped CO.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on the right side here.
They're
feeling each other out.
No, okay, they're feeling it out.
Ryan throwing with the first punch, but Barry takes him out. Zoff taking another. And it seems like the Phantoms.
Left flank collapsed in the Farmers. All right, Phantoms one on left and on right. They're just winning everywhere. Just swing, just win.
Ghost.
Get that up down.
Ooh.
And the team kill. Ooh.
Not what
you know what?
Want to see here,
it's fine.
Yes, it is.
That did start in mid. They started the roll up. I still think that the key is the mid. I mean, we're just watching people
I mean,
kinda
the
scared,
Phantoms,
but others
Phantoms kind of just won everywhere. I mean, on the on the Farmer's right, the Phantoms got a very temporary mismatch where they were able to get an up down, and then that kind of collapsed over there. I didn't quite see what happened on the Farmer's left, but seeing that it also collapsed over there quite rapidly, I'm guessing it's probably something the same. There was someone got it up down pick, and then just more up downs.
Farmers going with a fake flank swap. It's a bold move, Medkits. Let's see if they're gonna be doing that.
It's bold strategy, Cotton.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Yeah, I was happy that you got that reference right there. Let's see if that fooled the Golden Phantoms. If not, well, that's a shame. Here we go for round 6. Go. Another curve on it. It's turning into a worm.
Yeah, on the Phantom's right, they seem to like to really curve in, and then they collapse in on the Farmer's left as they've curved in and then try to get an up down. They target switch up down. The team kill on the right, but they did win again. But the Farmers did win on their right, so there's a regroup happening. There seems to be some trouble regrouping on the Phantoms. They picked a guy, but here we go to the lineup. Phantoms, no, it's even.
Phantoms, Crossroads getting a kill. Sam and Crossroads going at it. Let's see if they can win that.
Still even. Farmers are winning. They got a kill on the right. All right, they're winning in the middle.
Oh, but it seems like the Farmers maybe
still even.
It.
They're still split up. They're split up. They're getting the up downs. Oh,
Phantoms got control. If Crossroads can kill, no, but there's still a chance, a 1v4, unless this up down comes in perfectly, and it does.
They lost control in the open melee.
On that, it is now tied up 3-3. That is quite shocking. What I've seen more is that if you're looking at from the Golden Phantom side, the right side seems to be holding off, waiting for something to happen, while the middle and the left side just throws bodies at each other. That's what I'm starting to see more often.
Yeah, looks like they're trying to win, at least the last couple of their wins, they've been winning on their right. They've been stretching out the Farmers' left, they curve in, and then they go for the target switch somewhere in their left con.
KM getting a little antsy here, trying to get ready. Let's see if that plays out into a smart move. Maybe he'll die off easily, but you never know. All right, the match starting up for the 7th round. Here they go. Back again into the worm position.
All right, they're curving in again on the left. Oh, yep, someone dove in. Wi-Fi dove and then got up down. That was bad. Now there's just
like
a slow
right side
on their left again.
The right side.
We got a couple picks on
Gondo with the hit.
They're getting some picks. Open melee, and there's open melee everywhere. The lines have totally collapsed. They're falling back, and they've pretty much lost everywhere. The Phantoms have kind of just run away with this round.
Phantoms are not going back to regroup, but it seems like they're.
It's not unwinnable.
Confused. Yeah, it's not unwinnable. They're trying
8-11. That's winnable. There's someone flanking on the right, but
Pharaoh
they really got to attack and not let that guy go in for backstabs.
Pharaoh.
Right, they all turned around to go for the one guy. I'm not sure that was the play.
Yeah,
they are winning. They are kind of coming back in the open melee.
They are.
CO lasted a long time in that 2v1, and they finally got Gondol. Okay, they won they run at the Phantom spawn.
It's a
2v3. That's winnable still.
Toaster, Sock, and Boozle. Yeah, go on.
Versus Driver James and Highlander. Very winnable. This is very winnable for the Farmers still.
Farmers have to play more aggressive, but it seems like the Phantoms are getting a little antsy. Boozle.
They're getting the guy on the right is splitting off. They should try to pick him. Okay, they got a team hit.
Highlander trying to get all the way over. Sock got hit. Driver James going with it. Can he hit them again?
2v1s. Sock pulled his fists out for some inexplicable reason and got a hit. I cannot believe he didn't die there. He definitely should have. All right, turned around and hit him. It's still 2 1v1s.
Coaster, and Sock with the double play.
Last second, no Highlander.
Is
What a costly mistake right there, bringing it back from the brink just for that.
No, Midland Farmers got super unlucky. Both people, I think Driver James and Sock got hit by Driver James got team hit and Sock got hit by Highlander, and neither of them died. If they had died during either of those teams, Farmers would have taken that. That was honestly really unlucky.
Highlander looking slightly sad over there. I would say he should.
No, Driver James is on the Midland Farmers. My bad. I was wrong. But yeah, 2 people, one of them being Sock, got hit in the 3v2, but didn't die. Yeah, and if either of them had died, it would have been a much different game.
If I am correct, the Phantoms won that last, right? Yes. All
yes.
Right, just making sure.
I'm going to see if there's been any major changes to gameplay here.
Going back for the worm again. They're just curving. The Farmers are trying to play safe.
I'm not sure why that Farmers keep doing this curve inward. It doesn't really seem to be working out for them.
Mid seems to be...
The mid is throwing
contact. Ooh,
okay,
no.
mid threw themselves in. A lot of people are diving in the mid and getting killed. Okay, never mind. There's some backstabs going on in mid. The right, the Farmers won on the right, where the left has collapsed. Now they're trying to regroup. Someone is still running around in the back. It's probably Space.
Oh, no backstab call there.
Driver James is so getting there. Ooh. Alright, up down on Broma, not great.
Slightly even, but
Ryan
the Phantoms look like they're going to be winning against this.
Yeah.
Farmer Crazy is left. Can an up-down work? Yes, it does. In my personal opinion, I think the Farmers should have regrouped there. In that last scene, they looked like they were trying to regroup, but instead they just thrown themselves back at the battlefield. I don't think that was the play
they did do a regroup. They did do a regroup, but there wasn't a whole lot of line phase. I think they decided to do an attack, which they should have because they weren't all formed up yet, but they didn't coordinate it. They all kind of just all independently dove in, which does not spell success.
No, it does.
27 next round, so they're okay. So actually, British are up 2, so the Farmers need to drop 2. The Phantoms are bringing in a 27, so they still need to drop 2, and then next round they drop 1. Kota is dropped. I'll drop 1 more.
It costs. I did see that mid fell first last game. Everybody getting a little bit antsy in there.
Yes, it seemed to make some kind of change. The Phantoms did seem to make some kind of change in the mid, because now that used to be where the Farmers were winning in the mid and the right con, but now that seems to be where they're losing. Well,
all right, going into round 9. Let's see if the Farmers try to change anything. It looks like they're going for the curve again.
Okay, no, they're not curving inward. They're stretching out to the wall. Wi-Fi gets picked. Ooh. All right. There's... Okay. Phantoms are still winning on the Farmers' left. It looks like they have won that, although the Farmers are winning on their right. There seems to be a regroup going on. A couple people are caught. They need to get that up down on that guy. He gets away.
Phantoms need to get ready. They got to get that one down. Now they're ready to go.
10-9. Farmers are up.
Sam versus Power. Splitting up again. Risky move. Ooh. Phantoms getting encircled. Sam.
Okay, that was a good stab, but he's down. 5v1. All right, they got it. They should get this guy. Maybe? Okay. All right, they did win on. They did end up winning on that split. A lot of them went on a small amount of them, and the right flank was kind of just sacrificed there. But that could have gotten very, very bad if some of the people on the right didn't get a couple of kills. Again, they seem to be attacking, but I mean, I guess the call was definitely to go on the left. But although the right seemed to also have dove in instead of. I mean, again, I'm not IGL, so I don't know what the right should be doing. But in my opinion, it should not be diving because they kind of just go in and independently and get up down.
It was smart for the Farmers to stop with the curl on their left side. That really did change the whole type of battlefield. That's why, if I was correct, they were able to get more picks.
Check out the scoreboard, Red. Hit tab. Look at the scoreboard. Let's see what people's
let's take a look right here. Polish 20-6. Gondol is 15-7. Funky 12-8. Prime time.
All right, they're stretching to the wall again. There seems to be somewhat. Nope, they're curving inwards.
Curving again.
Okay, so because Sam kind of beat them to the wall, and then they forced them to curve. There's some action going on in the mid. Right con for the Farmers won. They won on their right.
one on
Now
the
the left just needs a hold, left them to collapse in. They are winning. The left con lost, but the left flank won. Yeah, this looks like a farmer's round. Pretty easy. Yeah. Nice slot up, down, lot of
People seeing a
backstabs.
lack of backstab calls because a lot of these people aren't even bothering to turn
Boozle's
around.
trying to kit this guy. He can't seem to reach him. Oh, nice. Jumped over the down stab.
Killing spree.
Oh.
Only so
And
much you can do in
Highlander
that
gets the
situation.
final
Yeah, like a
blow
1v11, that's kind of just, you're hoping to get force a couple team kills. But
That time
yeah,
we did see the farmers right and right con kind of just roll them up and then start coming in for the backstabs.
yeah, did not make the backstab calls in the left flank, in the Phantom's right flank, or they just couldn't react to them in time. It was pretty close. The left con of the farmers, which the Phantoms were winning, did get collapsed upon by the farmers' mid quite quickly. And I'm not even sure, even if there was backstab calls, if there was even space to turn around, because they were pretty much locked in mortal combat with the person right in front of them. If they turned around, they probably just get backstabbed by the person they were initially fighting. So probably not a whole lot you can do.
I would say we're going into the 11th.
But we are saying this claim is a lot closer than, again, that ratio thought. The ratio thought this was going to be pretty decisive farmers victory, but we're not. That's not what we're seeing.
Another
very happy to
Small
see.
gap form here between mid and con.
All right, here we go. Right con exploded. All right, the Phantoms dived into the right con. A lot of backstabs. Yep, they were collapsing into the mid. They're collapsing the left con. The Midland line is totally shattered. They're trying to regroup on their left, but they are just completely swarmed by Phantoms. So getting a couple of kills here and there, but it is inevitable. They're done so.
Very nice play winning the Midland farmers right on that. They just cleaned it up and then
I didn't see it. Did one of you see how that got us? There were just like a ton of kills that happened all at once. I don't know if they just a coordinated assault or if multiple people dove and just got up downed. But yeah, they just seemed to won. They won on the farmers' right con and just rolled up the flank.
Ryan is going to be making a subbing next round, it seems. It's going to see if that's going to change a different bit. If not, maybe Ryan is possibly bringing some secret guns to the battle that could help mid. Right now, let's take a look quickly at the stat sheet here.
So we're looking at Gondel. He has a positive entry. King Monkey, he has 2 entries. Wi-Fi, surprisingly, he's been entried 4 times, and that's surprising. Otherwise, most people have maybe 1 entry, 1 or 2 entries where they killed first, or they died, or they were killed first. Not the rest of these pretty standard.
Yes.
But yeah, the big one that seems to be surprising is Wi-Fi does not seem to be having. He is not having the game. If at least Paul DePosa is Wi-Fi bills,
yes.
he is not.
they have moved him. He is now playing 1 instead of 2. We're gonna see how that shakes out because he has Momo next to him now.
All right, they've. They picked him. They picked the right flank again. Sam really seems to be
winning on the right side. They're trying to regroup, but it doesn't seem like the farmers know what they're doing. It seems like it's going to be a break into a free-for-all.
No, the farmers did a good job running to try to regroup onto their left, but the Phantoms are just right on their ass. There is just no space to do anything.
Beautiful job by Sam there. Got the entry.
Oh yeah, he's gotten
managed to keep himself up as well. I think they're starting to pick up on the backstab calls because he was able to stop himself from getting backstabbed by Broma there.
Sam with two entries on the right flank, which is pretty good. Both of which were like max range stabs. That ranging training Highlander's been doing, definitely paying dividends.
All right, let's take a look at these new people joining up. We got Kuda and Big League showing up into. Oh, never mind. Just no,
so
Kuda
dropped
and
to
Big League.
27
Kuda
between
was
7.
already here.
So no, there's the guy dropped 2, which is I'm guessing is probably gonna be Kuda and Big League again. That's who they dropped the last time.
Yes.
Or they're gonna play it. They're gonna.
No, they already slide them.
Oh,
We
okay.
have one AFK.
Just on the
Guest coming
scoreboard.
into the
Just on the
fray.
scoreboard, it said that they were still alive. Okay, I guess that's
Oh.
just wrong. Sam got picked by
Sam
the
getting
Wi-Fi
picked.
so Wi-Fi is still on the flank. That's interesting. All right, so the farmers explode. Farmers have pierced the Phantom's mid. They're rolling up the flanks. Right flank for farmers is one. They've totally been annihilated over there, and they're just winning everywhere. Just stab them. Just up down them. I'll go behind you. Watch team kills. They didn't get a team. All right. Good job.
And another team kill, Farmer John and Crossroads on that.
Maybe a few more team kills than you really want, but that was pretty good. They just suddenly went from losing over there to just winning everywhere.
No,
like, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, you think a pattern that's gonna emerge, it's gonna keep happening, but nope. This time the farmers just decided to win.
I will say a beautiful. They move. If I'm not correct, they moved Crossroads into the middle. I don't know if he was there beforehand. And Farmer John. Farmer
John is in mid.
I will say it was a beautiful opening that they did. What they did was they came in the middle, they pierced through the middle, and then they broke off the group into two, so they cannot stay connected.
Yeah, they rolled up both flanks instead of committing to just one. I don't know if that's standard, but that did seem pretty good.
Let's see if
that worked pretty well.
Let's see if they can do that again. I think what they're also doing is tricking the Phantoms into thinking they have the upper hand, when in general they're actually just splitting up the middle. Let's see if it's going to happen again. Curling, a little bit of a curling on the right. Wi-Fi Bills is stepping back, not trying to be.
Power was picked. Sam was picked.
It's taken out.
Sam was picked.
Funky Pharaoh was picked. He's getting too confident.
There goes Wi-Fi.
They've lost. Farmers are winning on the right. On their right, they won the right, but they appear to have lost the left. Okay, so it appears to be a regroup going on. There's a few. They got to kill this guy. There we go. All right, 12-7. That's a bit of a. That's a bit of a hurdle.
But
and there's still quite a few.
On the left.
Sock is still alive. Commando's still alive.
Oh, yeah, and Phantoms are just diving right into the farmers.
Dominating.
That did end up costing them. Gondol dove in and got picked.
So as we hit tab here, Polish again doing really good. Skull is also doing pretty good. He's returning that 22 and 10. He heard what we said, and he will not disappoint. He will not disappoint the Blood God. He is racking up the skulls. A mighty tally for the Blood God. He's gonna do it.
I will say, it seems like Wi-Fi has finally got into the rhythm here. First couple of rounds were a little bit antsy for him, but it does.
Quite a few. The Phantoms mid is pretty stacked. Now Boozle is there. Polish is there. Woot is there. Where's Skull?
Skull is in their left con.
Okay. So they're
Lavazzi and Wolfhards.
So it seems like they stack the mid, and they're going to try to pierce through the middle against the farmers mid, which only seems to have really... Oh, Crossroads. Oh, yeah, Crossroads in the middle this time. Va in the middle as well for the farmers. Let's see, another curvature again. Oh, and hit by KM.
Wet Grandma got a pick. All right, Phantoms are winning it. They've pierced the mid. They've won in mid, and they're throwing up the flanks. Farmer's left flank has collapsed. They're all dead, and they won on the right too. They're one everywhere. Driver James is jumping around. Driver James quite good at the not getting murdered and when he's completely surrounded by boys. He lasts a lot longer than I feel like really anybody should. I don't really know. I don't know how he does it. He's got the moves. He's got the fancy feats.
I will say that the Phantoms are really in the rhythm. Timeout.
It's a timeout from the farmers.
Timeout from the farmers. Let me just change.
After losing, I think they lost two in a row, but they're down 3. So yeah, maybe a reevaluation where they lost pretty bad in mid. I mean, I'd say that they kind of just lost everywhere.
They did have an pick in their left.
They got one. King Monkey did get a good pick, but then it was answered by the Phantoms. They got 3 in a row, which was in the mid, which was not good. So they seem to have stabilized and are winning again on the left flank. But where they were winning before in the mid and in the mid cons, they are now they've at least for the past 2 rounds have lost quite decisively.
All right, well, we take a quick break here for the next couple of seconds. Let's look at the stats. KM at the front with 20-12, Polish 27-9, followed by Skull and Woot. Anarch, surprisingly, is up there in 4th place. He is having a great day. Primetime, Driver James in primetime in 3rd and 4th for the Midland Farmers. It's looking like a good game. No one has really been.
King Monkey's doing pretty good. He has the most entries, so he's gotten the most of the first kills, but probably close by Skull, who's also gotten 3. I also know it's the first time that this ratio is now in the for the whole thing. It's either been farmers oriented. There is somebody AFK in the farmers spawn.
Two are AFK. It seems like
are AFK. He was stabbed. That was Wi-Fi. It looked like
Sam getting a cheeky kill. A far push from the Phantoms. They're now playing aggressive. Farmers are just throwing themselves in. Oh, the Milkman getting hit by 3 bayonets, but getting backed up by all the rest of the Phantoms.
Ooh, Highlander did not win the gamble. That was rough.
We did see the.
Where did those 2 guys happen? Why were there 2 people AFK? And Ash dropped, and now they have dropped Babu. 2 people are AFK, including Wi-Fi Bills. He was AFK in their spawn, which is weird.
Very
he was kind of just. Did he crash? I don't know. That was weird. But that did cost them that round real bad. They were outnumbered on both flanks, which is not good.
They have moved Wi-Fi. He is now in their right con. They might be stacking over there now.
Highlander is now in left con. I know that's where he likes to be.
He's number 1 on left.
He's gonna be fighting. He's gonna be fighting
KM
Sam
and Driver James. We're gonna see if they go to kiting. Last round, the Midland Farmers right was kiting, trying to stay out of range. Didn't work out so well, but maybe that's why they're trying to change it up this time. They're rezzing Ash.
Going in.
All right, here we go.
7th.
All right, so Highlander's not going to allow Sam to get the first pick. Sam is not going to be able to kind of just max range Gondol or Highlander. So we see Ryan got picked, Quarantine got picked, Phantoms are winning on the mid again.
Oh, it looks like an even match, but Phantoms looking like they're going to be winning on the left side.
Yep.
While the Farmers are going to be on the right flank. They're going to be winning on the right flank. Let's see if that could be changing something. Zoff.
They're having trouble up-downing. Okay.
Big.
Gondol, Team K Highlander, that's not what you want.
Milkman.
There's another
Team K. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it was already pretty bad, but now it's just... Yeah, 13-6. Even if it was 8-6, even if it was 8-13, I wouldn't say that's winnable. But again, what do I know? Okay. But yeah, that was not good. It seemed to be they seem to have found it in the Phantoms left con. That seems to be where they've had a big breakthrough on several rounds in a row. Not including the last one where just 2 people were AFK. I'm just gonna write that one off. That was kind of scuffed. I don't know why they kept that. But yeah, the Farmers have got to figure something out. Their right con has been pierced several times now. They got to put someone in there to stop the bleeding.
I think something that they should do.
All right, Powers over there. I think they gotta put someone else in the right con, because that seems to be where they're losing. Which is I'm not really surprised by seeing that. I guess
I would say, in my opinion,
Phantoms left con is not stacked either.
I would say flipping the cons would be the best idea for the Farmers. It doesn't seem like they have flipped them. That's just from what I've been seeing so far. And I think Ryan needs to pull out the special playbook and start making some uncommon plays. Maybe
I don't know.
That's just what I'm.
I don't know if you want. I don't know if that's what you want now. I mean, they are down 5, but I don't know if we're breaking out the meme strats. I don't really want to call them meme strats from someone like Ryan. He seems to know what he's doing. But I think that's just gonna make you. I think honestly, kind of just split off
in that mid.
I don't know what David Justice was doing. He kind of dove. He dove forward at the wet grandma and then was just picked by Darth, who got another pick and then got up down. Despite that, the farmers
big team
to
kill
kind
out
of
there.
yeah, they would seem to stabilize their left. I wouldn't say won, but winning.
Power trying to get back to the group.
Figure out how to not kill this. They finally get so much Dave.
And now they're on the up. The farmers are on the up now.
6-4, they get a regroup. Okay.
Phantoms need to pull an attack. Farmers can lay back, let it go, but with the defense, Polish getting the hit. Commando getting down. Commando.
4 unanswered kills. That is not. Okay, here we go. Commando. KM got one.
KM. Let's see.
Soft. Oh, I don't know. I don't think King Monkey wins this. That's getting a 2v1 in Sock versus Sock and Zoft. That's not, and nobody wants to be in 2v1 versus Zoft and Sock. That's not fair. Another timeout for the farmers.
A very good try.
Ash dropped, Utter dropped, Bavu dropped.
A very good try for the
doing
Midland.
very well in entries.
Yes, I would say a very good, very good try on the Midland farmers. They knew. It was a very good one. I would say just those up-downs is what's going to get them at the end of the day.
It wasn't even an up-down. Sock wasn't stabbing. I think it looked like because everybody appears to know that Zoft only upstabs, and so King Monkey held an upstab against Zoft, and then was just bewildered that Zoft did a downstab and then just got his ass. That seems to be the consensus in the chat going on right now. Soft downstabbing, never. The world is ending. They want this W so bad that Zoft is willing to downstab. Insane, crazy. Oh.
Right, starting off into the
people are running up, but it's not live. They literally just announced it as a timeout. There's another 30 seconds until live. Hold your horses. You can go up there and die in 15 seconds. Just chill.
Another timeout for the Midland Farmers. That is their last timeout for the game. They have none left. Phantoms have 2 left. I would say in this time, Ryan needs to make some changes around the deck, see what's going on, figure out the issue. There is still a good chance for the Midland Farmers to come back. Well,
the issue there was just nobody was blocking. Everyone just threw stabs, thinking of 64. Oh yeah, if everyone just throws a stab, we'll get him surely. No.
Short on the right.
You gotta block.
Short on the right side for the Phantoms, but it seems like packed on the middle.
All right, Sock trades into Ryan. King Monkey down. Funky Pharaoh down.
Mid going
still
into open
pretty
melee.
even. Mid is an open melee, which the farmers seem to have won.
And the farmers have won
on the
right side, getting Milkman, trying not to TK.
There's a regroup going on into the Phantom spawn, but it looks like they got this in hand. They just got
Gondo.
to finish this.
Gondo got TK'd by Ghost and Va got team killed on Alley.
All right, they got Boozle.
Killing spree.
Tights down. All right, there we go. Farmer wins.
Last one.
Okay, there's another team kill. They really got to watch the team kills. Wi-Fi getting a little bloodthirsty. Maybe Corn is in his head too. He wants to kill. Get out of my way.
I would say the Phantoms, for the start, when they came out of the gate, it seemed like some of them were still trying to get back into the position, not realizing that the round has started, because you saw on the right side they looked a little scattered. They got back into position, but I don't think that was enough time for them to really be organized. Wouldn't you agree, Medkits, on that?
Yeah, it looked like in the open melee, it looked like the farmers did win that, which was interesting. It looked like the Phantoms had the advantage in the beginning, but as they did seem to win decisively in the flanks, which I guess just collapsed on the mid.
Big D.
That there was not the group I think they were looking for. They kind of just all dove in onto the small groups and onto the left flank and the Phantom spawn. I would not recommend.
All right, going into round 10 or 20, excuse me.
Stretching out on the left, as always. They didn't curve in, which is good. Woot was picked. Farmer John picked.
Closing off the gates here. Let's see if that played a smart role.
Watch for backstabs on the left. No, didn't call the backstab. We got a backstab on the left. Okay, left flank for the farmers collapsed. They gotta get the backstab calls. That was bad. You gotta backstab.
Farmers
Open
looking like they're going to win on the
melee.
right
No
side. If they can get the
backstab.
regroup in, that could help them. Perfect regroup by the Farmers. They knew what they were doing. Phantoms.
11-9.
Farmers could come back with this if they play
Wolfhardt's
right.
swooping on the right.
If they have
And
no,
Grandma and Sam on the left.
if the Farmers have no TKs,
Wolf
that's
can
good.
on the right. That's double stabs. They just get them. Up downs in the right. That's good.
Farmers winning on the right side.
There we go.
Coming
Just
down to the
get the up
final.
downs. Watch team kills. Just get the up
And
down.
it
Block
looks
first.
like if they get no TK, and it looks like
There we
Crazy
go.
getting the
Nice.
last
Good job.
kill. Seems
Still
like-
not blocking, which I would like to see. They don't seem they like to gamble, which did work out for them more often than not in this melee. But it hasn't in previous melees. I would say you should block first in a 2v1. But you know, people don't seem to like to do that. They just want to get a kill.
Ryan seems like he's got the players under control. He's in a rhythm now. Let's hope they can keep it up and turn this game around, going from a, if I'm correct, 11-6 to now a 12-8.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back.
Big D, you have any thoughts on this?
I have a thought. Maybe don't call him Big D, man. That's weird. Say didgeridoo, bro, dude.
Didgeridoo, you have any thoughts on this? On that last round?
I still think the game's to be won in mid. I think it's showing just simply because there's a lack of communication between the teams. They started to pick it up earlier, but it's just going down. Here we go. Two early picks in mid.
Pick. Oh, Ali down, KM down, Kuda down, Power down,
We've got some people
Crossroads
being
down.
greedy now.
Yeah, this is not good.
Phantoms
Rolling up the
closing off the gates for the right side. Phantoms winning on the left side. It seems like the Farmers are not going to be winning this round. It's safe to say. If the
Very
three
huge wins in right and mid.
Mobo goes down
Yeah.
and Highlander goes down. 13.
They pierced through the left con again and rolled up. They rolled up the Farmers mid, and then the right flank did just win. But yeah, that's
Getting a little
kind of
overzealous.
four unanswered kills. Definitely not what you want. And that for any team, nobody wants that.
And a look to the other match, 15-14 Fellowship 1. That's going to bring them up onto the rankings for next week. That's going to be a good one for them. 13-8 here. If you are just joining us, Midland Farmers are trying to come with the comeback. Golden Phantoms on home turf, up.
I will say for the
with 2 timeouts still in use, they're still able to use.
I will say for the Fellowship, the Gondor armor skin is way better than it has any right to be. Like whoever made that, good job. They did actually. They did a pretty good job. Somebody's AFK. Momo is in the spawn.
Momo
left
playing
flank is rolling by. I think he crashed. He threw a stab, but he's standing still. He's dead.
Momo dying. Let's see if that played off a smart move for being AFK.
Suck and Wooter down. They won in the right con.
Farmers, even
Although
though
lost
Phantoms
in
were
the
cutting
right
them off.
flank.
Farmers winning on the right side.
Killing spree.
Farmers winning on the left side as well. It seems like Phantoms falling apart, and it comes down to the last 3 Phantoms, now 2.
Oh,
Zoft holding them all off.
nasty TK.
Woot and Sock getting killed in the left con. That's not what I've expected. I haven't seen that yet. And then just dying like basically within a second of each other. That was surprising. I'm very curious. I'm very curious how that happened.
That was a very big reversal from what I thought it was going to be after watching
They kind of
Phantoms
got him.
Break-on win, yeah. Skull continuing to prove that it was just
see the
a
scoreboard,
bad
Red.
start, and he's
Let's see the
Yep.
scoreboard.
really just pushing himself up.
All
Post
right.
up the scoreboard after every round.
Polish.
30-17 after starting 3-4 in mid. He's moved himself into con. He's really just going to work there. Still with the 4 entries. Seems like
In
he's
between
cooled off a
rounds,
little bit
in
on
between
that.
rounds, Red, just have the scoreboard up. You're having
King
riots.
Monkey going up,
Riots
top
in the
of
chat,
third
and then
floor.
what the scoreboard.
And then no surprise there, Polish, who's been on top the entire time. He's still
Yeah.
going up there. I mean,
Yeah,
he's just
Polish.
doing
They were
beautiful.
missing the Phantoms were missing Polish. They needed Polish. So Zoft popping up now. That's where we're kind of expecting Zoft to be. He wasn't there for a while, but now he's figured it out.
Still taking the wall on the Phantom's right side.
That seems to be what they want to do. Sock is down again. Commando down. Polish got King Monkey. Frankie
Farmers
looks up
winning on
with
the
a lot of
left
Phantom
side.
kills. They pierce
No
to the right.
backstab calls. It's hurting them.
Unstoppable.
It seems the Phantoms won mid due to a lack of backstab calls. They were up,
Yeah.
and now they threw it away.
The Farmers right con also seemed to collapse,
Oh,
and then they
brutal, that is.
just closed in on the Farmers left. It's not good.
Unfortunately, Wi-Fi takes one look.
And Wi-Fi,
It's not
Wi-Fi
worth
sees, yeah, he's giving up on life. He's just like, nah. Well, see you next round, buddy. Just kill me. All right, Ash
On the edge here. Let's see if they can
down.
keep themselves here, stave themselves off from this loss. Very, very, very hurtful loss indeed if it continues as last round.
I would look to see a couple more Farmer wins, although I think asking 5 wins in a row from them is 6 wins in a row for them. I'm sorry, maybe a bit of a big ask.
One
It
AFK
looks
in their spawn.
like 14
Slade.
to 9. Match point for the Golden Phantoms. If they can win this round, they will finally become 1-1. And trading with the Midland Farmers being 1-1 as well. This would be a big boost for them. Coming up, I will be shocked to see if Gondel can surpass the 50 blocks tonight. And see if Polish can surpass 40 kills tonight in this last round. Let's see if it's possible for them.
I think
So
they need to win this.
Polish
right
showing up in Zoft playing as everyone would like to see. That's definitely helping them out. Ooh, a lot of unanswered kills. There's a lot of
here.
dead
Ooh, Wi-Fi
Farmers.
going down early on that right.
Farmers seeming like they're
They-
trying to
them
get
out.
a hold on the left
they are kind
side.
of They are kind of surging back. It's still even. They've won in the mid. They're trying to get a regroup on the right. That's definitely the call. The guy on the left's got a hold. He's dead. They got to quickly get these guys and not die to them. Quick, get those up downs. Watch for the backstab.
Phantoms
big
waiting for that.
back-
Not
Over
good
enough,
team
man.
kill. They finally killed him. It's taking way too long to kill this dude.
Sock safely
10
went
to
back to the
7.
Phantoms
They're
side.
actually still up.
Spray.
Somehow still up. They're winning on the right. They're winning on the left, rather. Okay, they got it. Holy shit.
One
Sam
V9,
last
yeah.
giving up.
Sam showing up. No, he's not even giving up. That's what Sam does. He shows them his ass and expects them to kind of just stand there and die. I don't know what Sam's thinking is, but he does that a lot. That is not Sam giving up on trolling. That is what Sam does. He somehow thinks that showing him his ass will just fry people's brain, and he won't die. Which
Phantoms time out. See if they change anything. It's
Phantoms
just one
time.
loss.
They're on match point, and they're doing a time. All right, Zog, sure.
It's official.
Maybe just
Gondel
trying
surpassed
to
53
cool them
blocks
off a little
tonight.
bit. Try to kill any momentum here.
Let's look at the bottom of the leaderboard so far.
They won once. I don't think you got to push your panic button yet, Sock. They won one
It is
game.
their first time out. They still have one more, so I
I
guess
suppose might as well use
why
them. I
not
guess.
use it? But I don't see it as much. But I'm also not a captain.
I mean, yeah, I guess. What are they changing though? Did they change? I guess. What? They've changed. Oh, okay. They've moved Sock. He's not in the mid anymore. And no, Woot's still in mid. I think no, Sock is still in mid. So I don't know what they changed.
Saw it walking around, making sure
He's asking
everybody
if
is
they're
in the
okay.
right position. Looking like he's trying to. Looks like he lost his keys. He's trying to find that so he can drive out of here tonight.
No.
Some changes. Spookin is
I
getting
don't know how
called
far
up
you're
to
gonna be
mid.
getting. I don't know how far you're gonna be getting in a car on this map, my guy. It doesn't seem a whole lot of infrastructure kind of lacking.
Farmers.
You just don't have the car I have. Mine's a submarine.
Damn, he's James Bond.
Farmers seeming a
We're
little
gonna see if.
scared.
Oh, here we go.
All right, here we go. Let's see it.
Still take them to the wall.
Come on,
that
farmers.
Farmers left.
That seems to be what they want to do. It's definitely way better than being curved in on the left. They don't want to be curved in. Just take them to the wall. That's better.
Still a big
All right, here we
gap
go.
between
There's a
that
dart
left and
diving
right.
in mid, dives in mid. Pharaoh's down, Ghost is down, Boozle's down. Zoft gets team killed. Okay, here we go. Open million mid. Farmers are winning. Farmers won on the right.
Phantoms have won
They
on
left on the left.
right. On Phantom's side, Phantoms are
But they
coming
gotta
up.
regroup. They gotta not run into that melee.
Farmers
They gotta
running back to regroup.
11 to 10. This is winnable by the farmers. This is winnable.
I've
been favoring farmers the way I commentate. But
KM leading the way, but Quarantine dies as well as
the
KM.
left on the farmers are collapsing. Okay, they're coming back.
Coming into it. I'm
6 to
seeing
4,
more
6
farmers.
to 5.
Farmers up.
Beautiful plays
Surprising.
by Wi-Fi here.
Great up downs.
Beautiful plays
Okay,
by
they
Wi-Fi
can block
here.
that. Ryan.
Oh, that's brutal,
Nice up down.
that is.
Okay.
Beautiful. Wi-Fi getting
win.
around, what, 5 kills?
Another comeback for the night. Holy shit. They're kind of pulling this back. I mean, I feel like I got to be more neutral in the way I commentate, but holy shit, I kind of just want to see it. I don't want to see it. I get excited when I'm seeing the farmers come back from it looks like they're just gonna lose, and then holy shit, they just won.
From a 11 to 6, being down by that much now to 14-11, just 3 off from tying. Phantoms, I think, are trying to figure out if people are just jumping the gun, getting a little too excited. Polish has finally broke past the 40 kill as well as KM.
I mean, there's a few moments there that the Phantoms. I'm not gonna say that the Phantoms like threw it, because definitely they didn't try it, but there was definitely quite a few really bad team kills in the open melee. Though Zoft getting team killed, probably chief among them. Zoft is not the guy you want to be team killing.
No, then Wi-Fi,
I think
he put in
quite possibly the worst person on your team to be team killing. Except Polish.
Seems that
Polish
the
kind of just
Phantom's
seem to be
left
running.
flank is kind of just playing passive here. We don't.
All right, King Monkey dove and got up downed. Not good. All right, the
Mid
farmer's
started
mid has been
evolved.
pierced, but it's
Killing
not
spree.
collapsed yet.
Mid
All
has
right, they're
opened
rolling
up,
up.
though.
The right flank
Phantoms
is
have
collapsed.
won on
Mid
the
and
left
left.
side.
Okay, yeah, they
Spree.
absolutely just
Phantoms
rolled
Right's
the
going
right.
down as well.
Left side is being pinned against the wall. This is not good.
Very
This looks like
unfortunate here.
all she wrote, as Lamerck would say.
And it
Yeah,
Very
is
unfortunate.
They're
What a
down.
game.
final score
Les Français
Tonight.
sont victorieux.
15 to
You know what?
11. Golden Phantoms winning on their home turf. The top 5 players of both team are shown right above. We got for the Phantoms, Polish, Zoff, Skull, Mo, and I can't see the rest. All
Yeah,
right,
that's a
now
nice
we're
little
going-
comeback. They got like 3 rounds in a row. That's pretty good. You know what? Not losing, thinking you're 6 down from a 14 to 9 loss to now 14 to a 15 to 11 loss. That definitely feels a lot better. Winning 3 rounds in a row right before you lose. You know what? That's good for morale though. The Phantoms not getting that last just win off of their momentum is definitely a morale. Good morale boost for the Midland Farmers, in my opinion. If I was on Midland Farmers, I would not be upset about how that went.
All right, let's see if we can get a couple people in here for a small little interview. Let's see if they bring anybody in. Messaged them earlier. Didri, do you have any thoughts on that match?
I think that the communication could obviously be better. We're seeing a lot of backstabs from people that shouldn't be happening. They're coming from a mile away. You have people spectating. They should be calling these out. But I feel like that'll come in time. I feel like people are still getting used to their positions, playing with new people, that kind of thing. Skull obviously didn't start off hot, ended up top of the world almost. Polish came in hot, kept hot, stayed hot the whole time.
They're definitely missing Polish in their first game.
Wi-Fi, he started to come back. He was 0 for 4 on entries in the first half. Ended up evening that out and ended up actually clutching that one round of the 3 that they won in the late game.
Medkits, do you have thoughts on this match? Any?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the first time, the stat sheet, the predictions, absolute cap. Do not listen to those. That was a huge lie. Anyone who thought that the farmers were that this was gonna be easy win for the farmers definitely have been feeling bad. Yeah, I mean, of course, they're just one game matchup. Those are not very reliable. But holy shit, that was 60%. It was like what 64% to 36% favor towards the farmers. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
All
There's Boozle.
right.
There's the boy.
Coach Boozle. That was a closer game than should be expected. Do you have any? What's your thoughts on the game? What was your thoughts throughout the game? Let's start with that.
Well, if I'm being honest, they were playing super aggressive in certain areas, kind of almost not stacking, but putting a couple good players in like their cons or their mids. So our main goal was to not let those areas die super quick and actually get refrags.
Don't let the Midland
Because
farmers farm the mid.
yeah, and like because that was one of our big issues with our first mid, just our mid and cons were getting farmed, and no matter what we were doing, we were kind of throwing almost in a sense of just not blocking and not counter stabbing. So we kind of focus hardcore on that in our lineup and our kind of trainings this week to fix those issues. And also we had some of our players actually show up this week that
Yeah.
were top picks.
A few of your star players, actually seem to show. I don't want to even say show up, but Soft, finally he kicked off. Having Polish here definitely helps, but quite a few rounds were just your con, just your mainline guys, just a lot of unanswered kills in the con.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, having Polish there was a big help. There's a reason why he was our second round pick. Great player. And he hasn't touched a game for a week. So that was him coming in a little cold too. Even he was saying that. So, also Skull.
Man, he's sandbagging you if he's saying he's cold. He's top of the charts on your team. Bro, like, get out of here.
Then Skull, Skull decided to stay up till 8 a.m. in the morning and have no sleep. So he's kind of fried right now in terms of sleep. So he was
Corn waits for no man. The Skull throne demands, and he delivered.
Yeah.
We were down like 51. He got 51 kills last time. We didn't think he was gonna get 51, but he definitely gave it a good go. Well, how many did he get? Like 40. I think he got 40 from the kills. I'm not sure, but it was a lot. He did pretty good.
Well.
All right. Any final questions, comments, Didgery?
Boozle, what are you going to be taking this in the next week and the weeks after for just expectations for your team?
Not to let go to our heads. It's one match. Still on the mindset of gotta fix stuff, right? The goal is it doesn't matter how many wins you get in the group stages because everybody makes it to playoffs. So it matters how you do in playoffs and who has the best lineups, best, comms, best regroups, best everything in playoffs, and that's what you're going for into playoffs, right? These group stages matter for seeding, but after that, you're really just trying to figure out your team, your lineup, and your, where your strong suits are. And I think that's what we're still focused on going into our next week.
All right. Medkits, any questions or comments for Coach Boozle?
How are comms in the during your lineup? It seems a few times where maybe we saw quite a few maybe regroups that should have happened that didn't, or a lot of backstabs that should have been called, but apparent that didn't seem to be where. How's that going?
That's still work in progress. They sometimes we had really good communication with regroups. Sometimes it was bad communication and people allowing backstabs to happen and stuff like that. And that's going to happen. I mean, especially when you're playing 27v27.
Yeah.
Comms are going to get mixed. Comms are going and just trying to fix stuff in between. Like the 30 seconds you get is you fix what you can and you keep going. I think our comms were way better than last week, so I think we're improving on that. So That's all we can ask for.
I did like the strat you seem to be going forward toward, especially in the early rounds, where you seem to be like running out aggressively on your right to curve in the farmer's left. That seemed to
Yeah,
work out for you quite a bit until they finally decide to stretch out to try to stop you at the wall.
yeah. 27v27. I just don't think you can kite, honestly, because your con is just going to become a corner, and your con is just going to get farmed. I mean, if kiting works for somebody else, that's great, but I don't. We're not going to do a hard kite, I don't think, because I think your con's just going to get farmed. I mean, the Fellowship did that, but they had Reddish in their con, and Reddish just farmed because it's Reddish. Like that's just so. That at least if I have to say, I'm not going to vote for a hard kite because I think we have enough strong flank players to be able to not have to do that.
I'm surprised that they were going for a kite. I'm not even sure that's what it was. It was a kite. It was just more like you beat them to the wall and then just kind of pushed them in.
Yeah.
It was like there was quite a few strong meleeers over there.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Coach Boozle. Congratulations on the win. We will see you next week. Coach,
thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Coach Ryan, a tough loss today. What was going on in your head throughout the match?
I think there was just a lot of trying to find answers in micro, right, along the line. Obviously, I think, during the first half, they had a big on us. I'm looking at our top half of the leaderboard and, trying to do damage control. Else, it was mostly just making small adjustments, right, wherever we can fill the gaps. Double, both flanks are spreading, and there's so much room between. And the way the rounds were going, it was really boom or bust. Right? Like often, it's hard to get a hand on what's happening when some rounds you win totally, right? In other rounds, it's just everybody dies at once, right?
Yeah.
So in the macro, I don't think there was anything on the macro scale. I think it was just what was going on the micro scale, right? Individual matchups, right? Every round, usually where those first picks would come from. And how we interacted, right?
Yeah.
So, if I'm going for, that's where I'm going to be looking, right? The difference between our last match and this match, who is getting, kills and where, and what adjustments can we make better, right? I think there was some higher tier players that I was working with who, maybe didn't do as well as we were hoping for, and the adjustments didn't work out as well. So I got to kind of keep that under control and have a better plan. And with this match too, and I mean all the regular bracket matches, that's what they're for. It feels like on a 15-11, it feels like we can win that match, right? Like it doesn't take much. You stop the bleeding on a single streak, right? That long 5-round streak they had, and it's our match to win just as easily.
Oh yeah, you definitely had a good rally there for like 3 rounds in a row, bringing it up from 9 to 11 to another 11 rounds taken. Yeah, that felt pretty good, especially because the first 2, it felt like you're on the cut, you're the Phantoms in the upper hand, and then you winning in the open melee, which is quite impressive, which is pretty good to watch.
Yeah. I mean that's why you gotta you don't want to go down. Obviously, I mean it feels like maybe we have 1 or 2 more rounds. That last round loss, we come back and keep it going, right? It feels like we had a good place, but all it takes is one person in mid. King Monkey, trying to make something happen, gets first picked, and the whole line falls.
That seems maybe I'm not good. I'm no one to tell what you guys how to do your teams because I'm pretty new to this, but maybe a bit of the discipline issue. People seem to try to run ahead and beat him and get the first pick, and more often than not die. That seemed to happen maybe a bit more than it should.
All right.
Yeah.
Didgery, do you have any questions or comments or anything for Coach Ryan?
Yeah, are you gonna be keeping the same team for next week, trying to spice it up, see if you can shore up any weak spots that you found, or are you just gonna try to keep them, try to keep a similar strategy, but just kind of round out any rough spots?
I mean, I think we have a general structure, and then we can kind of switch a couple pieces back and forth. But mostly the same. You know, it was a lot different from last week, right? Like, for example, I didn't hit a really good score line, and that's because oftentimes it's rounding out how we're going to place people, you know, post our initial lineup, right? The initial lineup is pretty much where we want it, and it's, you know, responding to that. And the example is, like, I think, you know, I was holding down the right flank, and they were like, I'm playing across from Zoff, you know, the main match, and
So quite a few more tough cookies
Zoff,
in the Phantoms.
What's interesting is, yeah, for that spot, Zoft wasn't, you know, really aggressive like he usually is. He just waited back for open for most of it and trade stabs, right? And so in those situations, I don't think, you know, he or Zoft ended up winning a round or necessarily really losing a round. I think most of it was, you know, like for our positions, the round was usually won somewhere else before that, right? And usually you get one or two people to the regroup from that flank. And it's how we want to move people around if that type of stuff is happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody can be better utilized, right, than where they are, if they can hold it down. And also the other part too, with it, you know, we both have double-digit numbers for the scores. You know, a little bit of variance with how people are playing that day too, right, means a lot. So it's, like I said, it's just a micro read, right, on people and moving, you know, responding. And I think being a little more aggressive on some spots and being reactive will probably do well.
I thought the line play was pretty decent. I think one thing I would probably suggest to work on, you lost quite a few rounds that you probably should have won in the regroup lineup, where you were like up 2 or up 4. And then everyone then seemed to, when you all attacked, it all seemed to just fall apart.
There's only one main round I can think of where we lost. And I think when you looked at the skill balance, like who was alive, it was just, even though we had 1 or 2 people, it was our bottom of our lineup versus their mid to top. Like even when we had +2.
Still.
Everything else, the macro, I'm generally happy with. I think it happened as it should, mostly. It's just we get down 1 or 2 people. When we're up in the regroups, I was happy with it. It was just one main round where I think it was just a skill diff that you know, you can't really plan around, right? When you got Big League and Farmer John, you know, going against you know, like Skull on the middle of the lineup, right?
Yeah.
Even with the regroup, like you can't strategize out of just blocking, right? So
I mean, yeah, just the fundamentals, just block his attack and then try to up down him. I think it looked like they were just trying to swing, but it happens. And then you did get unlucky with Highlander and Driver James in the 2v3. You got like 2 hits on the Phantoms players and didn't kill them. That was quite unlucky.
All right. Well, a tough loss for you, Coach Ryan. I hope next week goes well for you. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for a quick chat with us, Coach Ryan. Medkits Didri, do you guys have any last questions or comments for Coach Ryan?
Nope, it was a great game.
Good luck in the future.
Job.
Yep. All right, thank you, Coach Ryan. Well,
yep, thank you very much.
Yep, no problem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it is that time again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in for week 2 of Midland Farmers versus Golden Phantoms. Last final thoughts going to Didri. Do you have any last comments, thoughts?
Always fun to be here.
Medkits.
That was an exciting game. I'm glad to see it was definitely was close, like we were thinking.
Yep. All right. Until next time, get your bayonets ready and your muskets clean. This is HDL.